Intray exercises are popular with many employers. You may be faced with an actual in-tray with letters, memos and reports, or it may be an email inbox. Whatever form it takes, there will be lots of information for you to digest and prioritise, some of it crucial, some trivial. At Enterprise Rent-A-Car, they give you half an hour to read about a branch office and its last-minute crises. Your task is to work out how you'll organise the day.
Right, do you want to talk me through then how you've allocated the cars to each of the customers?
Okay, well first of all, after I looked through everything, I realised that one of the drivers wasn't in, so I only had the one driver, so first of all, I crossed off Derek straight away.
Yep.
And then I tried to see who I could put in first. First of all, I did put Andy Smith. I wanted to sort him out first because he'd complained last time, so I wanted to make sure that he was a bit of a priority, that he got a better reaction, we got a better response from him to get the fully satisfied.
Yep, well noticed.
So what I did was, and also because there's only one driver, we needed more time, so I thought if the driver was to go and pick him up at 8:30,
okay,
he'd be earlier, so he'd be 15 minutes earlier. Obviously, it would benefit the customer because of the lateness before.
Yep.
Also, he was supposed to have 10% off because of his his inquiry. So it would either be £72 if he had car A, or if he had car C and we had to charge him for that price, it would be £119.20, depending on what we discussed.
Okay, so we're going to go for car 8 with Andy, so he's been done.
Yeah.
Ella Jones.
Ella Jones needed to be picked up from work, and if it was after.
And did you work out the discrepancy with the corporate account?
We hadn't taken the 30% off of the price that we'd given, so it was £56.70 to be reimbursed.
Fantastic. Yeah, that's brilliant. Thank you, Catherine.
That's right.
Couldn't fault her, to be honest. She was really logical in the way that she approached the task. You know, prioritised pickups. Yeah. Every customer got a car. If you know, they weren't early, then they were most definitely on time. Yeah. The two maths questions worked out correctly. Yeah. All the relevant customers got a call. She had a backup plan for the car that was in the garage. Just fantastic. I've marked her exceeds on both. She'd had a really realistic driver schedule. Excellent. Saw that one of the drivers was off, and also had identified ways to upgrade as well.
Excellent. It's a lot of paperwork, a lot of things going on, and you look at it and you're presented with, I think it's 11 sheets of paper, and you just think, where am I going to start? What do I need to do first? And take a step back. If you were in this situation, how would you handle it? What would you do? Try to think what the solution is, and don't think what we would do as a company, don't think how we would get different people in, or we do this with our customers. Just think, well, okay, I'd need to get someone on a bus to go and get that car. Probably need to send a taxi for this customer, or you know what, I'd call another branch and get some help sent over. You know, think logically what would go on in those situations, and if you can do that, and if you can kind of find a systematic way of doing it, then you'll get through it.
An in-tray exercise tests your attention to detail. Read the brief carefully. You need to show the selector that you've been logical in the way you've prioritised your actions, what's urgent and what's important. They may not be the same things. Be ready to give reasons for your decisions.